Welcome back, everyone, no matter where you are. Back with me again, Crystal Z, and welcome to my podcast. And I do really apologize that it's been a long time since the last time I post my podcast. And first of all, let me wishing you a happy new year 2021 and wishing you all a really prosperous years ahead and always happy, stay safe and stay healthy as usual. Okay. And in entering 2021, of course, you might have a lot of things in your mind. Although that we are still in the middle of this or amidst of this pandemic, of course, we need to keep our spirit on and keep on moving or surviving. Well, actually, that is exactly that we need to do. And I'm back after being a while of feeling a bit unwell. I got cold, and also a bit coughing, and gladly I could say that I'm feeling much better these days, and therefore I'm back with you. And yeah, I hope you like to enjoy my podcast. Okay, so because we are entering 2021, of course, you might have a list that you would like to update. And most of the people, when they're entering a new year, they might really want to make a list of the things that they or you probably want to do in 2021. And most of the people also mentioning about resolutions. So what is your resolution in 2021? Okay, I just want to make give you a tip. This is from my personal experience, of course. So basically, when you're entering a new, and not just a new year actually, when you're entering a new field, a new experience, a new journey, and it's a good thing for you if you make a list or make a note, especially what kind of target or any specific things that you would like to achieve, especially during that project, that journey, or in that particular year. So of course we have to set up our goals and also our destinations of what would you like to achieve, especially during that journey, that probably speech or that project, or even a new job or a new year, just like what we have now. Oh god, I feel so much exciting about New Year 2021. So forget about the past. Let's move on into a new direction, which is a new year. Oh well, I'm so much excited about New Year, and I'm so sorry about that. Okay, so in my opinion, or probably what is your opinion in making those particularly lists? So I would like you to give a note that you must write down all of the things that you would like to do in those projects or in those particular things that you would like to achieve. Because when you make a note or write down of the things like your goals, your target, or anything, or your priorities that you would like to do, especially in that project or in that list, you would be able to direct your conscious or and also unconscious mind to deliberately focus of the things that you would like to achieve, especially the one that you already write down on your list. And why is that important? Yeah, because you will make your mind focus, and it would definitely, you would have something just like a path. When you want to go to your friend's house, you probably know exactly that you need to go by bus or by train or probably by a car or by a your motorbike. So you know exactly the directions and also the path in reaching your destination. Same as what we do now is making a list. in order to make your mind focus of what kind of things that you would like to achieve, and also set up a target or prioritize your goals. So that's why writing a target or your goals and making a list, it's really important. And yeah, that exactly, or probably most of the people do, especially when they entering a new year's new resolution. So in that list you can make an interesting title, and yeah, it's up to you because you're the one who make the list. And of course, after you making the list, what's next? Long term and short terms. So you basically know exactly what is your destination, and after you set up your destination, you make a strategy how to get there. And in order to do that, you also make a list in a short terms and also a long terms goals or missions. So you definitely arrange your schedule in daily, weekly, monthly, and bi-weekly probably, and also quarterly or half of year, so you know exactly at which point that you are taking the next step and also the next level after you achieve or you reach the first goal or the previous achievement that you already made it on your list. And then after you make all of those schedule, you also need to prioritize about the things what would you like to do, especially in your spare time, because you already make a list of the things on your schedule, and also you made a schedule not just in the things that you do in daily but also in weekly and monthly. And then what's next? That are the things, or probably you would say as the unpredictable things that you need to do, especially in those certain circumstances that you are in the middle in reaching your goals. So for example, you know that this week you would like to achieve to learn a new languages, so you are particularly starting to practice probably in counting. There are a lot of languages, and I don't know actually what kind of language that you are interested in. And however you're practicing in, probably you focus on the number or the alphabetic first, or anything probably in greetings first. And then by the end of the week, although that you are in the middle of your new project or a new target or your new job assignment, you have enough time to improve, to do an improvement or self-improvement, especially to keep an update of your language skills. So you just like taking one journey to reach a lot of goals. Yeah, you go in reaching your goals, but also you take a lot of benefits, and you learn or gain another new skills actually, especially if you master a new language. Well, of course, that was several tips and also comment and also opinion of how you're going to make or deliberately make your journey or enriching your achievement more interesting, because you first make a list and then you set the target, make a schedule, and also the prioritize, and do a new things, especially in that obviously enriching your goals or enriching your targets. So hopefully this would benefit you and also help you in order to reaching or inspire you to do a lot of things, especially in a year. Not just in the short term missions or in short term target, but also a long terms. So you can make it maybe now for 1 year, and then you make it for 2 years, 3 years, and then you make it your expert in those particular project or any kind of excitement, new work, so anything. And furthermore, you can do anything that you liked, especially in this new year. So once again, I really want to wish you a happy new year 2021, and hopefully you have a lot of prosperous things, and also mine, and a lot of things of your target or achievement or your new journey in 2021. So thank you so much for listening, and if you want to know more, you can also follow me on my Instagram at aziz.z4. It's quite a bit challenging in reaching my finding my name, so yeah, or just finding it in Instagram, or you can chat me or anything if you would like to know more. And thank you so much for listening, and I will also, hopefully I have enough time to post more podcasts. I really want to post podcasts once a day. Yes, daily, of course. Why not? And hopefully every one of you to stay healthy, stay safe, and we'll see you again next time. Bye bye. Good morning, universe. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Crystal Z Podcast. And for tonight, I would definitely accompany you and talk a little bit about something. Well, I don't know if you already watched the video. Okay, for tonight, I would discuss or sharing my opinion of this video, Rewind Indonesia 2020. Well, I don't know if you already watched the video or not, but if you haven't watched it, I recommend you to definitely directly just press the button of your YouTube channel and watch it. Okay, at first I didn't notice that this video wasn't sponsored by YouTube or Google. Because just like the previous is, we saw that YouTube channel post several of the Rewind video. Well, I don't know what happened, probably because of the COVID-19, so they're not putting it up of the Rewind 2020. Yeah, so basically it was really a video that you must watch. And yeah, it's so much hilarious, spectacular. Well, it's really a cool video, in my opinion. And after it being paused for several days afterwards, I saw a lot of video of the YouTuber who also collaborate in that video, giving a reaction or behind the scene. And some of the YouTuber they were not collaborating in that video were giving a reaction of watching the video. Well, it's quite interesting, because in that video there are probably, I don't know, I think it's more than 100, I guess. I mean, there are a lot of YouTubers that particularly collaborate in that video. And yeah, at first it started with the house things and with the light, and well, I don't know the design of the house, or it's a huge house, and it's suddenly the little girl opened the door, and she noticed that she kept coming back to the front door. While she opened it, there's still in that in that same situations like before she entered the door, or just like deja vu. And yes, indeed, she keep on opening the door, and the same definitely situations like the previous ones. And we saw Nessie Judge in the video as well. And there are a lot of YouTubers, but I can't remember the names, and also I cannot recognize all of them. It was too many, and yeah, well, definitely, it's really a nice watch. And then the little girl being asked to, have you seen all? And then we've been dragged, or we've been uh, invited to see more inside of the house of that house. I think that house is represent of the year like 2020, and then we saw a studio of the gamers. I love the colors. The colors, it was so bright in that video, which is really delighted to watch. And then after the gamers, they they just switch into another angle, and it was another studio, and it was, if I'm not mistaken, the beauty vlogger in that studio. And then they switch again to another studio for several times, and which is really quite interesting. And the gradually of the color changing, it was fantastic. I loved it. It doesn't make my eye feel a bit bored or tired to watch it, and it was really nice. The color changing and the color gradually, and the effective how they put the light, and also the colors is not really uh, cover one to another, but it's really nice to watch, and it's really great. And also, I really fascinating when I watch there's a scene when there are two male are standing in front of the window. The left window was of we've been uh, partially watch a storm situations in that window, while the other is full of fire. Probably is the forest that burned down, or I mean there are a lot of fire in that scene. And also there are one girl, one woman. She sat on a couch, and then there are, and her feet were being flooded by water. And well, I don't know what it represents, but in my opinion, it was represent of the Indonesia, what consisted of islands. So basically, we're not gonna separate it with the nature. Like we have it so on fire and also flooded, and yes, and that's exactly what happened. And when we are struggling and we need to survive, we need to work together. And then also there's another scene when people are gathering and also together trying to give some help, like a donation box, and then work together and they distribute the marks. And yeah, it was so much touching. I almost burst into tears when I watched that scenes, and I feel the emotions. And I don't know. I think we need to say thank you so much for the director. You did a great job in making this video, and also how the YouTubers collect one to another. It was so fascinating. I really love your great works. And I also saw a lot of video reactions in watching this video. Rewind Indonesia 2020 was full of amazing, and they really love Indonesia. Yes, because probably we full of uh, a lot of things, especially the diversity, food, and also the culture. Yeah, we have all of those things that probably makes us proud to be Indonesian. And yeah, well, definitely you need to watch it and feel the emotions yourself. If you haven't have enough time to watch it, I think you need to make your time to watch it, and you will be amazed of what you will see. And also there's a scene that we saw, there's a flashback when there also the little girls are standing in the crowd, but not too much crowded, I guess. They also keep a distance and watch the scenes of the flashback of what's going on. I saw there are persons, those are singers, and also on singing on the stage, and yeah, it's pretty much like we are watching a movie of what happened, or probably memorial video things, and it was close by two persons who opened up a door, and if I'm not mistaken, there are reaction video that mentioned that those two persons were the YouTuber who already be a YouTuber for almost 10 years, and then they decided to leave. Well, I'm not quite sure why they had to leave. Probably they need something more freshen up their day, or they need a new experience and also take a new journey. Well, we don't know. Just wishing them all the best. And I think that's all for me, from me, yeah. And I hope you all enjoying my chit chat, my talkative things and my opinion and my sharing of thoughts of this Rewind Indonesia 2020 video. And you can give me your comment, a feedback, or everything that you would like to share in my podcast channel. Well, yeah, hopefully you are enjoying, and stay safe, stay healthy. We'll see you and be back to you again next time, and have a good night. And also, I open up this session with Good Morning Universe, and then I say good night. Okay, so whatever your time zones right now, I just wishing you have a wonderful day, and we'll see you again next time. Bye bye. Good morning, universe! Hello, welcome back with me, Crystal Z, in Crystal Z Podcast. How are you, everyone? No matter where you are around the globe, and also, yeah, I just want to say hello, universe. And in this segment or episode, I would like to share about my experiences of entering New Year 2021. I don't know about all of you, all of my listeners, how are you? I really hope that you are doing great with all of your activities, especially have you set your goals or set your target especially for this year. And I would like to share one thing. When I was entering these years, there are sometimes in life there are ups and downs, especially we are as a human being, and that's exactly what I like to share. Because when I was entered 2021, a few weeks back then, I made a mistake, especially at my work. And it was so much devastated because, yeah, it involved several people, and I feel so bad. And yeah, you always feel bad, especially if you did something that you didn't mean to, but it happened. Yeah, it is a mistake. Although that everyone tried to be perfect, set the target, set all of the things, and also make a plan, but unfortunately there are sometimes things happened out of our reach or beyond of our expectations, and it just happened. And I feel down, I feel terrible, and I definitely lost my appetite for several days, and then after that I go back, thankfully. Yeah. And of course, they are saying you can learn from your mistake, you can learn from your experience, and I just don't know how about you guys. But in my opinion, yeah, At first it's quite a bit challenging because you need to get up. Just like there's a proverb saying, if you fall 10, you have to get up 11. So probably that's the things that we need to do, especially in our life, because life is just like a roller coaster, and it just happened. You sometimes you are up and sometimes you're down, and you have to control yourself, especially when you are down, because when you are up, quite a bit so windy, and it seems that you can do anything that you like. But can you imagine? And sometimes, if that you have to fall down, are you able to get up again, or you need someone else? Because the power that need to make you brave enough, it's within you, not surround you. Surround is pretty much an additional, yes, additional tools that would makes you feel more grateful, feel more better, and yeah, try to be nice. And the things that comes within you, it's more powerful enough, because just like what it said in all of the inspirational speech or in motivational speech, it's all in your mind. Yeah, and I just felt it. That's why I like to show to all of you, I feel down, I feel terrible, but I realize that I need to get up. I need to make things right. I know I did a mistake, and of course, we have to do something. We learn from that mistake and try to avoid those mistakes from coming appear again, especially in the future. And therefore, we learn something. And because we are learning something, it means that we are a person who is much more better than our previous, a better version. So, yeah, I do feel a bit upset, but we need to move on, right? We need to get over of our mourned and also bad things and upset things. We need to keep on moving forward. And yeah, it's quite a bit challenging, everyone. Quite a bit challenging. And you need a lot of things to take your power, especially the one that coming from within you. And I hope from this sharing you can imagine, or probably you can realize about the things that before it happens you need to be more careful or cautious, because sometimes to be cautious or careful, it's better than you lost something or you did a mistake. Although there's a saying, you learn something from a mistake, but sometimes quite a bit challenging to feel those kind of pain and those kind of shame thing, and those things like feeling bullied by yourself because you did something, you did a mistake. And yeah, I mean, it's a good thing to learn something, but sometimes it makes you feel more and more a bit upset, and try to beating yourself that you are guilty. But yeah, we need to keep on moving. We need to move on. So I don't know if you feel or have the experience like I did. Hopefully you can get over it and keep on moving forward and move on from your pain, no matter what it was. It could be your broke up things, it could be your loss, it could be a farewell, it could be anything. And yeah, indeed, because life's not gonna stop because of something. Life will keep on moving, will keep on growing, and we are as a human being trying to adapt with those kind of situations. And yeah, if you move on, you take something to learn something, or you're just not going anywhere. just stuck right there, and it's such a loss for yourself because you're not growing. You just keep stagnant in your place. Yeah. So everyone, my dear fellow of my list, or I should say, what am I supposed to say to my listener? Okay, you can type me or send me a message of how should I address you or I should call you. I should mention just all of my listener. Hope you're doing great. Hope you're doing well, and we'll see you again very very soon. Hopefully, I have enough time to share about something, and also to update my episode, especially in my podcast. So, everyone, hope you're doing well and be safe and keep healthy. Always, always take care of yourself. Thank you. Bye bye.